Do you ever feel it? That something is wrong with the world, like a splinter in your mind? The Matrix isn't fiction. It's real. A prison built not of walls, but of lies. I saw it young. Hollywood dreams, silicon toys, news anchors with plastic smiles. All tools. Tools to shape perception, to cage thought. Behind the curtain, puppet masters move. They don't wear uniforms, they don't need guns. They run psyops so refined, the Army's ghost unit seems quaint. These are the true threats to America, to Trump's success. You ask who they are. If I told you, would you even believe me? Their network hums not in Congress or courts, but in the cold, sterile halls of globalist think tanks. Foundations with friendly names, but sinister goals. They fund chaos, open borders, climate hysteria, digital leashes. They write the scripts, censor the dissent, push CBDCs to track your every step. But I see through it, and so does he. Did you think the last administration was in charge? Orders signed with an auto pen while the world burned. Now Trump's returned. MAGA isn't a campaign, it's a counter at night to F3. The center seized, but the board is still crowded. Bureaucrats, media pawns, globalist bishops. They will not surrender the game because Trump is the one variable they cannot control. Unbought, unbroken, the voice of the people. And if the people ever wake up, if they ever see the psyop for what it is, they'll burn the system to the ground. The real war has only just begun.
All right, good morning. I am Sweeney. I'm coming to you live from an icy cold day here in Soho. I'm at Princeton Broadway at about 6 a.m. And I want to come on here and give you my take in 60 seconds or less, which is to track the top 10 accomplishments of Trump's first year in office. Before I do so, I want to remind you guys that I'm an independent. I did not vote for Trump in either of the elections. I wrote in an independent candidate. And so what I'm about to say comes with a level of neutrality and objectivity. It's the facts and the facts alone. So let's walk through them together, all right? In 2025, the U.S. stock market saw over 50 all-time highs. In the last quarter of last year, we saw over 4% growth. In the first quarter of this year, we might see over 6% growth, all right? The U.S., the EU, the UK, the Japanese, the Korean stock markets, virtually every international stock market right now is absolutely booming. In the last 12 months alone, the U.S. has obtained close to $20 trillion in investments. Micron in upstate New York just broke ground on a $100 billion microchip plant to stay ahead of China in the most important race of our lifetime, the AI race. Our tariff wars are absolutely undeniably working. Our international trade deals are being re-examined, vetted, and stricken if they are not helping out American workers, okay? Globalism, writ large, is finally being re-examined. And Davos just finished. The most important quote that came out of it came from Howard Lutnick, who said this: why would the EU commit to having zero carbon emissions by 2030 when they don't make a single battery? And what does that mean? That means it's okay to have international trade deals. But if you are relying on one of your biggest adversaries in China for your energy, that is suicidal. And finally, midterms are coming up, and you've got factions on the left that are going to try to convince you to impeach Trump because of ICE doing its constitutionally mandated job. And I find this ironic because ICE is deporting illegal immigrants. And illegal immigration hurts one demographic more than any other by statistics alone. That's persons of color. If this all does not demonstrate the true power of American propaganda, I don't know what does.
Welcome in, ladies Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's Scott here from Hoax Society. This is episode number 1039. It is January 28th, 2026. Let's welcome in all of our friends over on Rumble, over on Kick, over on X, over on YouTube, and of course, my favorite platform, built by Patriots for Patriots. Let's see all the down the chats over on build.net. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Great to have everyone out there. We got a whole bunch to cover. It is Wing Wednesday, and it's cold. Cold. It was 0 degrees when I woke up this morning. Let me know how cold it is by you guys. We got a whole bunch of hoaxes to break through because we got some new video of Alex Reddy. We have all the new hoaxes coming out from Ilhan Omar, all the fraud that's being exposed. And oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys heard, the Georgia Fulton County Elections Office was raided. A satellite office was raided today. The SAVE Act looks like it's going to be finally getting some support from the Senate and going through. And so much more good news. So if you guys can, please smash the red pill, keep the gold pills flowing, the stickers flying, and please give my mods all the love you can possibly give them. And yes, have you ever guys taken a shot of apple cider vinegar to the face? Yeah, I haven't either. It still smells better than rice and bananas, though. So thank you guys for being here. I see those red pills. Keep those gold pills flowing, guys. It's going to be a great show. I'm ramped up. It's been a great day, and it's time to get going here. So before we dive into everything, as we always do, guys, let's say hello to the fam. All right, the floor is yours. It'll buff out. Jason with a Q, HL Paco, Ellie Freedom, Captain McMuffin. We got Jay. We got Quasan, Liberty's Alive, Eric Unava, Ohio Kimmy, Down Home says, I shot the vinegar, but I didn't shoot the inbred bitch. Okay, someone's feeling spicy today. Do you want a Q of Lurks? Krista Crusader, Ohio Kimmy, Raldor, Francine, Red Billy, Orionda. Great to have you out there. Says Eric Coomer just admitted under oath, colluding with foreign nations, Dominion voting machines, FBI raiding Fulton County election. HQ, it's happening. We are going to find out. We got, who else? L.A. Martinez, Grill out there, Dalcon of Truth, Dale Bercier, Cyber out there, Lieutenant Kaz, Core Cousin. Great to have everyone out there. Tootsie Roll, as always. You guys are awesome. Mr. McBastard, Heather July Crushing, Unfucked Patriot out there. Welcome in, friend. Hi, Rel, Gracie Thomas, Parkside Palladia. Welcome in. G Watts. It wasn't me. 4 cents out there. Jack Attack throwing some major love as always, guys. Thank you all so much. We got Clover Lily, SBF Chief. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Allie B up there. Great to have you out there. Who else we got? We got Patriot Donnie Crushing. Welcome in, friends. Who else? We got Secret Weapon. Beautiful. Let's pop over to that awesome YouTube chat. Thank you guys for joining over on YouTube. Dark Sun Blade out there. Welcome in. Donnie something. Welcome in, Donnie. Justin Parson, PR Patriot, Blue Crow Smoking. Great to have you out there. Arizona Raven, great to have you guys out there. Thank you all so much. The Rumble chat, no one's over in the Rumble chat. All right, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Thank you all for being here, guys. You know what to do over on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe to the show, all that good stuff. Everyone on Pilled, you guys also know what to do. The PC fundraiser, guys, is out there for the Cash App. We got 2 days, today and tomorrow, before we hit the Gold Pill goal, guys. Right now, we're up to $1,100 in Cash App donations. $1,100, guys. $2,500 is going to be the total goal. So we're up to $1,100. If we hit 2K by the time we get to Pill, guys, that would be tremendous. So that is out there for you guys if you want to donate directly to that fundraising fund. That is the new engine that's going to be running not only this for the show, but so much outside operations, guys, that I'll be using the computer for to really up the game here. All kinds of AI stuff and really good stuff that's I got coming in on the back end here that's really helping out on all cylinders. So, guys, that is for that. So I appreciate all the love. SP, the GOAT, Hard Knocks. Welcome in, guys, on the Rumble chat. You guys are awesome. Running a little bit behind today, but that's okay. It's Wing Wednesday. It's okay if we're a little late. So, guys, smash the red pill at 3,900 gold pills already on the gold pill goal for the 20K goal on the daily show here, guys. Appreciate all that. Likes, subscriptions, all that, fam. It's out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate all that love. I'm ready to do a news blitz. Hope you guys are ready to do a news blitz as well. I'm ready. Let's do it. All right, some big news coming out of the Epic Times. U.S. is now exiting The Paris Agreement as Trump's 2025 pledge becomes official. The move follows U.S. exit from WHO and 66 other global climate and social justice clubs because guess what? The climate agenda is officially dead. The United States is officially out of the Paris Agreement, a legally binding international treaty in which 195 signatory nations pledge to reduce CO2 emissions and control global temperatures. Trump announced America's withdrawal 1 year ago, saying in the Executive Order 14162 that such agreements do not reflect our country's values or our contributions to the pursuit of economic and environmental objectives, and that they steer American taxpayer dollars to countries that do not require or merit financial assistance in the interests of the American people. Guys, getting out of that shithole agreement is absolutely fantastic and just more proof and sauce that Trump is not about the globalists, exiting the WHO and now the Paris Accord agreement. Absolutely fire. Over here from the Dipster. Amazing news coming out of the Alabama House. Overwhelming passing Child Predator Death Penalty Act and a 73-6 to vote with 17 abstentions. Saying the bill of the Senate, the legislation strongly supported by Governor Kay Ivey, would allow juries to sentence convicted offenders to death for the rape or sodomy of children 5 years old and younger. A significant escalation from the current penalty of life without parole. Push comes in the wake of the horrific Bibb County child sex trafficking ring where 8 suspects allegedly abused at least 10 victims, ranging in the ages of 3 to 15. And honestly, they should all face the death penalty if you're going to be a pedo. Over here from the post-millennial, ICE captures 2 illegal immigrants fleeing arrest in Maine after a local lends them an ATV. Absolutely epic story and a scene resembling an action movie. ICE was out. ICE needed some help, and as an agent borrowed a resident's all-terrain vehicle to chase down and apprehend 2 illegal aliens who attempted to flee on foot through deep, heavy snow in Maine. The incident, captured on video exclusively obtained by the Post-Millennial, occurred on January 22nd near Little Ossipee Pond in Waterboro. Footage shows that the 2 illegal aliens, dressed in dark clothing, running across the vast frozen landscape as they trudge through the snow. An ICE agent appears on scene driving an ATV provided by a nearby resident to aid the pursuit. The subjects continue to flee, but struggle to make headway. The agent, now mounted on a 4-wheeler, quickly closed the gap, and they were able to make an absolutely epic arrest. Over here from Zero Edge, a Canadian woman was euthanized against her will after her husband reported that the caregiver simply was burned out. Jeez, man. A Canadian woman in her 80s was euthanized against her will through Canada's medical assistance in dying program called MAID. Terrible, absolutely evil name. After her elderly husband told doctors she had changed her mind despite telling an assessor she wanted to live, according to a report released by the Office of the Chief Coroner. Absolutely terrible. MAID allows patients to request a painless death, and an assessor agrees that they have a terminal condition which meets certain requirements. And while most patients wait weeks for a decision, euthanasia can be performed as soon as the same day if deemed medically urgent by a MAID provider. And well, I guess everyone was burned out with this lady, and the husband was too late, and unfortunately, she was killed. Absolutely terrifying. Over here from the Post-Millennial, Texas woman has been charged over arson attack on Republican Party county headquarters. And yep, they always look the same, don't they? Except this one's a ginger. A 21-year-old Texas woman has been charged with arson and burglary after allegedly breaking into and setting fire to Republican Party headquarters in a new brothels. An incident GOP leaders say reflects a troubling escalation of political extremism. Her name was Grace Carol Brown, who was arrested on January 22nd following a joint investigation involving local law enforcement and the FBI. Brown is accused of smashing an exterior window, unlawfully entering the Como County Republican Party headquarters, and starting a deliberate fire inside the building. And yes, this is the mostly peaceful liberals that we've all come to know and love. Over here from Zero Edge, Amazon's cutting 16,000 jobs as tech layoffs accelerate in 2016. This is all due to AI. The move follows October's 14,000 job cuts and the closure of its gaming unit. The company also announced it will shut down its Amazon-branded grocery and cashierless stores as well. Incredible. And over here from the Gateway Pundit, well, Japan was starting to do stuff with nuclear until they didn't. They got shut down as soon as they heard a whole bunch of alarms sounding as they were opening it up. 15 years ago, Japan and the world lived through one of the worst nuclear disasters ever at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. It was the perfect storm as we know, but the lack of power disabled the cooling systems for the reactors, leading to meltdowns in 3 reactors, hydrogen explosions, and significant releases of radioactive materials into the environment, prompting the evacuation of over 150,000 people. Disaster led to Japan shutting down all its 54 reactors, and only now is the world's largest nuclear power plant being restarted. And now there were some alarms that hit, and they had to shut down again 1 day after the restart, but they will be back up and running. They just want to make sure they're not going to kill everyone in the country again. And over here from the Gateway Pundit, the WAPO extinction event, Washington Post employees beg for their jobs as owner Jeff Bezos is preparing to fire 300 more staff. He's not only cutting a bunch of jobs in Amazon, he is also wiping out all kinds of woke retards at the Washington Post as well, which is great news. And what's not great news, as we all know him as too late Jerome Powell, the Fed holds rates steady, signaling patience despite Trump pressure, and I can't wait for this retard to get fired. And what that, fam, is today's News Blitz. Jerome Powell, man. These lefties, they just hate. They just hate America. They hate Trump. They hate a thriving economy. They just hate it all, guys. It's not surprising by any means, but this is where we are. I'm sure Trump's going to have many comments on that, and we'll be on the lookout for those as well. All right, fam, let's get to those Go Pills. You guys are crushing. Thank you to Slick Rick for getting a 1-month bronze tier subscription to the show. Welcome to the Monday Night Shows, my friend, and please go back to the library. Go into all my replays. Everything that I have for the subs has asterisks on it that says subs only. Those are for you guys. There's about over 2 years of content worth in there that you can go back and watch. Absolutely fire stuff. Welcome in, man. SBF Chief in the house with a big can. Good evening, friend. Ming, thank you so much for the shades. Eric Super Patriot, SKG and Just Fed Up, and Jack Attack with the cookies. ZR2 now the shades. LA Martinez says, hello. Thank you, my friend. Donnie says, Fulton County, and so it begins. A fourth term indeed. What up, Donnie? Thank you for that shit, my friend. Hope you're feeling great. Thank you, Halo Moon, for the phone, and Ryder throwing down a big fat can. Thank you so much, guys, for all those donations. As always, Halo Moon says, do you have any sauce on the guy that sprayed Omar in the face as being one of her employees? I don't have anything as far as being one of his employees, but I do have sauce about him in his personal life that we're absolutely going to dive into, guys. And also, we're just going to tie off some of Alex Preddy's stuff here because it just broke as soon as the show started. And we're going to get right into Ilhan Omar's fake hoax about getting sprayed with apple cider vinegar, and where that's going to carry on to many more arrests that are going down in Minneapolis, guys. Lots of good news coming out today. Trump established a whole bunch of new accounts for the Trump babies. And the SAVE Act looks like it's going to be going, it's not going through, but it's going to be fought for heavily now by Senate leadership, and more senators are getting behind it, which is absolutely fantastic news. So, guys, we got a lot to get into. 4,100 Go Pills, 20Ks that daily go on this show, as we always do. That keeps this channel running full time, helps out Pill big time. Super appreciate it, guys. You guys are the lifeblood, not just of this show, but the free speech platform that we enjoy in the chats, the stickers. You guys fund it. You have funded it since the beginning, and that hasn't changed one bit. We super appreciate you. Keep that love going, and all the other platforms. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. We have a ton to get into, so let's enjoy this video as more of the black community is waking up and seeing just how much bullshit these protests are and why they want nothing to do with it. Enjoy this video, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Take a watch.
I'm really over this ICE protester shit. It just looks like a series of dumbass events. A bunch of idiots outside protesting about shit they have no clue what they're protesting about. Let me ask you a question, though. If you're protesting ICE right now, if you're butthurt about ICE right now, if you're pissed that ICE is out right now, why did you vote for it back when Obama was president? Huh? Oh, you forgot. What about the 50+ deaths during that presidency? Because of the deportations and all the shit that happened during his presidency. Oh, you forgot. So is this fake outrage? I'm really over this.
Society's fan, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal. Grab your flashlight, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. It's dark and hell is hot, dealing with satanic souls. The tide is turning, patriots are now in control. Oppressive pressure. Right till they fold, stay woke. Open up, guys, and keep them peeled. All they do is lie, realize not everything is real. Through Project Looking Glass, the future is revealed. Future proves past, but there won't be any deals. No time like the present for this music with the message. It's the method to my madness, beat the madness to my method. Give you nothing but the truth now to capture your attention. Broke free from the matrix, master the dimensions. People swear they know the truth, but aren't asking any questions. Confirmation bias, so they pass on interventions. For those who know the truth, but they pass it just to mention. reflection of anything you might say that passes their defenses. Wake up and don't you dare go back to sleep. Always keep one eye open for demons on the creep. Once you turn into a wolf, you won't ever be a sheep. A world wide awakeness, so now run and tell your peace. Woke Society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow. Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Scott here from Hoax Societies. It's episode number 1039. It is January 28th, 2026. Welcome to all of our friends over on Rumble, Kick, X, YouTube, and of course, my favorite fam over on pilled.net. Oh boy, don't we got some information for you guys to really clear out what the hell happened over the weekend and where it's all going. And every time, guys, every time, our suspicions, pattern recognition usually lead us closer to the truth by the day, by the month, by the years. And my goodness, we got some new video to look at about Alex Preddy. And just like what happened with Renee Good, we just have to wait, guys. We just have to wait a little bit. More video, body cam footage, cell phone footage, whatever it is, whatever it needs to be, it'll come out. And it'll clear a path. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for the donations, the red pills, the likes. You guys are fantastic as always. Thank you, Halo Moon and Ryder. And the floor is yours, throwing in a cookie here. As the unofficial spokesperson for the entire black race in America, I approve that TikTok video. Thank you very much for your service and thank you for your attention to this matter. Thank you. The floor is yours. Yes, we have opinions on this show from all races. But more importantly, all races here in America that are here legally. And that includes the blacks, my friend. And there are a ton of base blacks out there. I think they're seeing it more than the white race right now, guys. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing with what the liberals have done to the white race as they're trying to suicidal empathy our entire race. And it's just, we're not okay with it. And the good thing is they're not having children. If they are having children, they're killing off their offspring or they're turning gay. And they're not procreating at all. So eventually, guess what? Father Time always ends up winning. And they'll just eventually see themselves out of humanity. So what is this new information, guys, that we have coming out here? I want to start out with the agents that were involved with the Alex Preddy shooting. And then we're going to go into all the crazy stuff happening with Ilhan Omar, all the arrests that are going down with Pam Bondi as she arrested a shit ton more people. And we'll also give you guys some updates on what's going on with Don Lemon and everything going down in Georgia and all this crazy stuff, man. It's been a busy day. But now we find out, and I don't want anyone to freak out about this because what I'm about to show you is standard operating procedure. Border Patrol agents involved in the Alex Preddy shooting were now placed on leave. And I know when this originally came out, some people were outraging, some people were rage baiting about this, trying to get their clicks in. But guys, and you ask any officer, any law enforcement, they're going to tell you this is standard procedure. If there's a shooting, there's an investigation, there's a whole entire process that happens after a situation like this. And those two Border Patrol agents reportedly fired their weapons during the fatal shooting of Alex Preddy, Minneapolis, have been placed on administrative leave. Remains unclear exactly when the two agents were placed on leave. The agents who were involved in the shooting are typically put on leave as part of standard protocol while an investigation is conducted. However, Border Patrol official Gregory Bovino had previously told reporters on Saturday the officers were still working, but had been reassigned to a different city. So at this point, they probably have been just put out until this is all figured out. But a preliminary report from a U.S. Customs and Border Protection internal investigation led by the Office of Professional Responsibility was sent to Congress on Tuesday. According to that report, during the January 24th shooting, an officer yelled, "He's got a gun," multiple times, and approximately 5 seconds later, a BPA discharges CBP issued Glock 19 and CBPO, Customs and Border Protection officer, also discharged his CBP-issued Glock 47 at Preddy. The report did not clarify whether bullets from both firearms struck Preddy, but Senator Rand Paul has called for an independent investigation into Preddy's death, urging DHS to appoint a commission. Which it's just so retarded. We're gonna have a commission about this guy. It's like these fucking senators, the House members, they have way more important shit to be dealing with than to be going down these roads here. But this is politicians. This is what they do. They waste everyone's time. They give you all these promises and never follow through. But as of right now, guys, the two officers have been put on administrative leave, and just so everyone knows, that is absolutely standard procedure, and that is not going to play into is Trump going to now take all of ICE out? Are they going to bend the knee? You see all these narratives going out there, and I don't want you guys to freak out, and that's just the way it goes. So as of right now, we got some crazy new video, okay? And what did we get into yesterday? We were kind of setting the foundation for this. Bam, I had no idea this video was going to come out, okay? The video that we're about to put out here is from the BBC, okay? And whoever filmed this must have gotten a pretty penny for this type of video to come out. And I'm kind of surprised it was the BBC got it before mostly anyone else. But this new video really establishes what we already believed and thought to be true, because the narrative that was going out around this is that ICE agents are just taking out innocent community members that are legal citizens, blowing them away if they get interfere. Oh, and they have a gun. They're definitely going to kill you and take you out. That was been the prevailing narrative, and that this guy was just a nurse that took care of veterans. He's just a stand-up guy. He's, he just joined the cause. All the bullshit, all the nonsense. And what have we been saying, guys? We had talked about yesterday, and people in the medical industry, and I'm sure even in law enforcement, can agree with this. There is so much woke cancer in all of these jobs, from union jobs to the nursing jobs, teacher jobs, police, wherever it is. You have this mind virus that is trying to be injected into all sectors of society. Okay, and if you get enough of it, if you're not used to being around it, when you're trying to do everything else in your career, taking care of people, paying your bills, just trying to live a normal American life, you may be susceptible to this propaganda and maybe just want to join a signal chat, get radicalized, get fired from your good nursing job, and go chase down federal agents in the streets. And not only that, we find out that this dude a week ago got into a fight with the federal agent after trying to block traffic and block them with his car, to the point where he had to get into a physical altercation. He broke a rib. And the video I'm about to show you now, guys, shows the real Alex Preddy, not the one the media tried to whitewash and make him look like the black dude on the new Netflix documentary that he's going to be in, or trying to Photoshop AI his face to make him look a little bit more appealing to their viewers on MSNBC. This is the real Alex Preddy. You guys ready? This just came out. Here we go.
This is a moment the news movement filmed on January 13th in Minneapolis, showing a man who appears to be Alex Preddy interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot and killed.
Oh, what's what's that there? What's that there? We're just going to straight up just kick the Fed's car, smash the taillight. He's just a humble, good, honest nurse.
Immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot and killed him.
There we go.
Our footage was analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. On the morning of January 13th, our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers.
Gets right in their face. Says, fuck you multiple times. Walks up to the window. Says, you commie trash. And then proceeds to spit.
And Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight. An agent then got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground.
What are you doing? It's every time, guys. It's every time, isn't it?
During the altercation, agents fired tear gas and pepper balls into the crowd. They continued to hold the man down before they retreat, and he walks away.
Exact same outfit. And there he is on the ground, his bald head again. Same. It's like we're watching Deja Vu.
The man in our footage.
And look who's screaming at the officers. A bunch of white women
Wearing a similar outfit to what Preddy was wearing on the day he was killed. What appears to be a gun is also visible above his waistband.
Yep. You can see it. It's hard to see with the camera panning out. On his waistband, you can clearly see there's a frame here where you could see a gun. Right here. It's right here in the back right buttocks. Yeah, right there. Right there.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert.
And I don't know how the officers didn't see that. I'm not sure. But he had the gun on him there.
Here, he continues to stand at the scene. On the day he was killed, the Department of Homeland Security claims Preddy, a 37-year-old ICU nurse, approached officers holding a handgun. That claim has been contradicted by analysis of bystander videos from multiple news investigations, which concluded that Preddy was holding a phone, not a gun, when he was pinned to the street.
Crazy, dude. So Preddy became a man in his mind that day.
Shortly after the altercation we filmed here on January 13th, federal agents drove away. Soon after that, we left the scene.
Hey, Drunk Pinata coming in with a raid over on Pill. Thank you so much, my friend. You rock. Shout out to the Drunk Pinata clan over there. Thank you for that raid, my friends. So this is the thing, guys, and I have some questions about this. And, you know, that's only what we have so far. And what I'm hearing on the interwebs is that there are more videos and more pictures of this guy and other altercations than just that, okay? And what I'm wondering is, and again, like, I'm not going to sit here and nitpick ICE and say, well, why? My question is, why wasn't he arrested right then and there? Was it just so chaotic? Were they just trying to get out and leave? The gun was clear as day in his back pocket. You could totally see it in the, right above his, behind his butt. You could clearly see a gun sticking out. What was that about? Donnie, that's what I'm asking. Why didn't they arrest his ass then? That's what we're all kind of wondering there. And again, we're not there. We're not in the situation. We don't know exactly what ICE was trying to do. They were trying to get out at the time. It turned into a shit show. And they had him wrestled down to the ground. And I don't know why they let him go. And what's crazy about this is if they were actually able to arrest him, it's a very good chance that he would have been alive today. And there's also a very good chance, just like he wasn't carrying a permit or carrying a license or an ID when he was out there doing that second time around that we know of, I can guarantee you guys he wasn't carrying and wearing anything to show who he was or his carry permit for that gun. And again, this is the crazy, scary part about this, guys. We make fun of these clowns all the time, but these people really believe in what they're doing to the point where they feel like they can spit, they can kick and do damage to federal agents' cars, get into fights with them, wrestle with them, and pay no consequences and believe they are on the side of the good guys. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Then they had him on the ground. They clearly had him on the ground, and anyone else around them, I mean, it was a bunch of women from what I could see in some media. So I can't explain that. I really cannot explain that. Maybe it wasn't worth for them at that time with numbers coming there, because you guys understand that at that moment, those signal chats and that insurgency that has mass organization were spreading all over the place, and they rapid response, super quick. They get the numbers there. They get outnumbered. They back up. They get in their cars and they bolt out. So that was before the Signal Gate chat that we've talked about many times now throughout the last week and a half. That was before that exposed. So they maybe thought there was some heavy numbers coming for them, or they were seeing heavy numbers already coming there. But it's really crazy how what we are now seeing confirms what we already knew and kind of suspected, that this guy wasn't just some random nurse that was trying to be a good citizen and protect his community. That is a agitator. That is a violent agitator. That's what you have there. This wasn't just some bystander man nurse, okay? This dude got fired from his job, going after agents on multiple occasions to the point where he broke his rib, kicking out taillights with your boot, and then spitting on the window. All the agents are inside the vehicle. Dude was pretty riled up, and we also know for a fact that this guy was inside those signal chats. So, it's crazy. That is crazy. Signal Dragon Slayer is not against the law. It's not against the law for carrying a gun, Scott. It's against the law to pull or commit a crime while carrying it. Dragon Slayer. No one's fucking saying that. Literally, no one is saying that. What's against the law is carrying your gun with no permit. That's against the law. That's against the law. And not having your ID to boot is a great way to get yourself shot. I don't know where you're saying that, it's not against the law to carry. Of course not. No, we're not fucking stupid. Obviously not. And no one's saying that. So I don't know where you're getting that shit from. This guy was not carrying a permit. And that will get you, I'm pretty sure that could be a felony in most states. If you're carrying with no permit, concealed carry, that'll get you in huge trouble. So this dude clearly felt like he could obviously get away with this and not serve any consequences. And he did get away with it. And this time he did. And unfortunately, when you get away with that stuff, this is why I've been saying, guys, I don't think Trump's going to do this. There's no way he's going to get the balls to go and ramp this up again if he feels like he can get away with it. That's the crazy part. And he felt like, damn, if I can get away with that, I can kick lights, I can spit on officers' vehicles. Guess what? I can do it again and do it again. And unfortunately, it got him killed. It got him killed. There you go. Mr. McBash said, in Minnesota, I've checked the laws. You have to have valid ID or you get a $25 fine for the first offense. There you go. And it's common fucking sense. Common fucking sense. It depends on the state that you live in. It was open carry in Tennessee. So it really depends on every state's laws. And a lot of states are not open carry like Tennessee is. When I got my Glock in Tennessee, I got it that day. It took me 20 minutes to get it. Quick background check. Did all the little answers. And they said, what do you want? What do you want? And there you have it. And there you have it. So this is what we're dealing with. And it confirms everything we knew. And this dude ended up getting killed over it. And I can guarantee you what's going to come out. I can guarantee you what's going to come out when this whole investigation gets rectified. We all saw the plainclothes officer grab the gun out of Alex Preddy's holster while they were wrestling him on the ground. And I can guarantee you the ICE agents didn't know that had happened in the middle of that scuffle. Maybe the phone was in his hand. They thought it was the gun in his hand and they blasted him. And this all happened in a matter of seconds. I can almost guarantee you that's what's happening, because it's clear as day and common sense that as the officers were bending him over on the ground, they had no vision of what was going on with his ass and the gun sticking out, because they were focused on top of him, and the other officer came behind the ICE agents, grabbed the gun. They didn't see that. They look down, they see something that looks like a gun in his hand. The holster's empty, and they blasted him. It sucks, but guess what? This guy, you put yourself in these positions. These guys are highly stressed out already, high stress situations, and you end up getting taken out. And like I've told you, fam, I just shrugged my shoulders at this point. It is what it is. It is what it is. So all they said, he had a gun in his ass. It makes sense. Yes, absolutely. So I just wanted to clear that up, guys, right off the bat. That is now going to be investigated. The officers have now been put on leave. That's what happened there. Alex Preddy's dead, and I'm sure we're going to find out more information about him, maybe his family, and other shit, just to confirm what we already knew. I'm just surprised they haven't said he's a Trump supporter yet. That's what I was waiting for. But with the story that we're about to cover now with Ilhan Omar and one of the greatest hoaxes we probably have ever seen, they're trying to paint the dude that threw a unknown substance at Ilhan Omar last night as a Trump supporter, okay? This is crazy. And this happened all late last night. I'm sitting out, I'm having dinner, having some chili by the fire. And all these alerts coming across my phone that Ilhan Omar had a foreign unknown substance sprayed at her through a syringe in one of her bullshit meetings that she's going to continue grifting her entire population in the city that she represents. And I'm like, okay, if this was really bad, it would have caused some kind of damage. It would have burned her. And if she was in a speaking engagement, you were going to stop said speaking engagement, go to whoever you needed to go with, and get the hell out of there and go to the hospital and figure out exactly what got on your body. But no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. What I will show you guys is the full video of how this all went down. And I would just have to say, Ilhan Omar, you got to get some better security because, again, unless it was allowed to happen, this should have never happened. Here we go.
Abolishment of the agency. ICE cannot be reformed. It cannot be rehabilitated. We must abolish ICE for good. And DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
He sprayed something.
No, we will continue.
No. Ilhan, you need to go get checked. No,
we will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
You need to go get checked. No, I don't know what.
Oh, she's cursing now. These fucking assholes aren't going to get away with this. Who are you referring to, Omar? Are you referring to... This is MAGA country now, bitch.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
It smells like bananas and rice. That's probably the first shower she's had since she fucked her brother and got inside the country.
No, we will continue.
No. Ilhan, you need to go get checked. No,
we will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
You need to go get checked. No.
You hear all the other women around her. You need to get out of here. You need to go get checked. She's like, no, I will fight. I will carry on. I'm a man-woman boss.
Retard alert, class.
Acid won't stop me, and neither will apple cider vinegar.
I don't know what. That's whatever it is.
Everyone not in on the hoax is like, we need to go to the hospital.
Smells so bad. She needs to go get checked.
Bacon grease.
I don't know what that was.
That's what they want. Please don't let them know.
It's not about him, Ilhan. Ilhan, it's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
No, that's just her, guys.
We're going to keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. I beg you. Please don't let them have the show. 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 Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us.
She's so brave.
Everybody settle down. I'm going to finish my remarks. It is important for me to continue to lead my Democratic colleagues in demanding her resignation.
So, guys, I just, just common sense here, right? Just common sense. Like, you guys were doing, you guys were just, you're out here. You know how toxic and how crazy the political sphere is right now. Like, Charlie Kirk's fucking neck exploded. Trump almost got shot in the face. There's crazy people all over the place, and you're just like, yeah, and you're just doing your thing. You're talking about how you want to abolish ICE. Some whack job comes up to you with a syringe. There's a little squirt on you. I think she got it on her arm. It's on her fucking papers. It's on her speech. And she's like, no, we must carry on. We must continue. These fucking assholes. This is what they want. This is what they want. And literally, I almost feel bad for for her security and like the people around her, because a lot of them are probably not in on it. They're not in on it. And they're like, retard. You just got sprayed with something. It reeks. It reeks because she moved her legs and her arms. God knows what kind of cobwebs are in there. And she moved those around, and she said, damn, it smells over here. It's just like, it might be goat manure. We don't know with these people. We have no idea. And the thing is, guys, these people have burned down their credibility years ago. And the fact is, even if this was something like bad and sick and actually harmful, nobody would believe it anyways. Nobody would believe it. Okay? And I'm like, I'm not trying to be like the guy that always calls, it's a hoax, everything's a hoax, it's all fake and gay. Like, I want to actually watch the video. I want to see the reactions. I want to see what the guy looks like. I want to see the body language, right? And there's a moment here where she looks at the guy for a split second and does like a little head nod. Okay? And then he gets up and he does like this weak ass like spray with the syringe, and he kind of like walks backward like he's stumbling. And what gives this whole thing away to me personally, guys, is the fact that she walked at him like fist closed, like she was going to hit him and take down her perpetrator. So stupid, so gay. And the thing is, who is Trump been putting in the spotlight just as much as Frey, Tim Walz, Lieutenant Governor, the Attorney General? It's been Ilhan Omar. Trump just announced the other day, we're going to be investigating her because all the money don't add up. And all of a sudden, she needs a story about someone attacking her, and it gives it all away when she says these fucking assholes. I wish she would have said MAGA. Another Juicy Smollett.
Notice her nod to cue the front row attacker, and how she pretends not to notice him rise and approach her. Then, with unknown syringe liquid on her, she decides to continue her speech. Total hoax.
And I have another video here where she goes, this is a different angle of it. This is how pathetic these people are, and why, most people that are honest today, we can't stand politicians. We hate these politicians because we know what they are. The internet has destroyed these people.
Resign or face impeachment.
She looks at him and gives the nod.
Resign or face impeachment. Resign.
And this has been looked at by so many different people. And the thing is that when you look at it all, and this is where she runs at him. You're not going to do this, okay?
Genome must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Resign or face.
Good God.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
But don't worry, guys. The king of frauds, the Somalians, you know, they got their media. They got their guy. And I would have to wonder, guys, like, what skeletons are on this man's closet were for him to get to this point to go and do this. So if you guys see it here, this wasn't like a doctor needle, right? This was a pretty large syringe in his hand. It's probably something you use to inject food. This is what you're getting here. It clearly looks like a apple juice, apple cider solution here. And we have confirmation on that now. But this is the thing. Before this dude went out to go to this little meeting, he had a talk with his neighbor. He needed someone to watch his dog. And the neighbor knows him somewhat. He's got some big problems. Apparently, he's got Parkinson's. He was just diagnosed with it. He's had DWIs. He's also divorced. He's got some issues. Alleged Ilhan Omar attacker hinted at town hall plans and cryptic text to his neighbor. The maniac who attacked Representative Ilhan Omar with the mystery liquid at Minnesota town hall meeting has hinted an encrypted text to a neighbor that he might get arrested at the event. And the neighbor just like, I don't know what he's talking about. He's a little off. But sure, I'll watch your dog, whatever. I'll watch your dog, I'll walk it, take care of it for the night, whatever. No big deal. No big deal. Apparently, he's also got 2 kids that are trannies. And his wife is a full-blown Dem. Full-blown Dem. And you guys are saying in the chat, sounded like a guy that needed some a little money. And he got an award for it.
Winner of the best performance in a Democrat scam is the man in the black jacket. Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Winner of the best performance in a Democrat scam is the man in the black jacket. Wow, thank you.
It has gotten to the point where none of this shit is surprising anymore. And you would think, like, whoever planned this out, it might have looked like something like this as they were trying to find some homeless guys. Like, this dude works.
What do we do now?
Hey, homeless guys. I'll tell you what. I'll give you $1 each if you go into this building here and run around yelling and screaming.
You know, that's very nice, but I think what you probably need are like some psycho, out-of-control homeless guys.
Yeah, we're more the broken, spiritless, I've lost the will to live type homeless guys.
How about for $2?
Pretty much. Pretty much. And it's like, you don't know where they drag these people out. And the best part about it was she continued her speech. I don't know how long she went for, but she made sure to take more time to stop in front of the cameras to tell everyone that she's been through war. Something like this would never stop me.
Representative Omar, are you okay?
You know, I'm gonna go figure if I am, but I feel okay. I feel
I'm gonna figure out if I am okay. Yeah, okay.
Retard alert.
That it is important for people, whether they are in elected office or not, to allow these people to intimidate us, to make us not fight for our constituents and for the country we love. And as
the country we love, or you mean the country we rape every single day?
I said, you know, I've survived war, and
I've survived war.
I'm definitely going to survive intimidation and whatever these people think they can throw at me, because I'm built that way.
I'm just built that way.
Retard alert.
God, I hate these people.
Retard alert, class.
God, I hate these people. They're so insufferable. They are so insufferable. And this is what you get. And I wish, guys, I just wish the guy would have said, and then he yelled, "This is MAGA country." Oh, it would have been perfect. It would have been perfect. And she says, these fucking assholes are not going to get away with this. We were wondering, like, when's this guy going to get arrested? If he gets arrested, because the longer that he goes that he's not arrested, the faker it's going to look. But he was arrested. So when Hazmat came through, they actually revealed what liquid attacker sprayed on Representative Omar was. And indeed, they found out it was just apple cider vinegar. So you're telling me that this guy His entire life is out of control. He's got nothing left to lose. He lost his kids. He's divorced. He's got a terminal illness. Just decided, like, well, I'm just going to go fill up a syringe with apple cider vinegar and go throw to Ilhan Omar just because I'm mad about whatever the fuck I'm mad about. And there it is. Apple cider vinegar. You can't make this shit up. So here he is. He was booked. His name is Anthony James Kazmierazak. Is seen holding the syringe after allegedly spraying the substance. And he was booked and charged with third-degree assault. Hazmat team confirmed, too, that the syringe allegedly used in the attack was filled with a vinegary substance. And Minneapolis council member Latricia Vita, who ended up being hit by some of the liquid, told the Post the stench was so bad she vomited. It smelled like vinegar or ammonia. And that the odor was overwhelming. Well, if you ever had apple cider vinegar, it's pretty overwhelming. It's pretty overwhelming. So I got sick to my stomach. I went outside and threw up because, like, the smell was so strong. Are we sure it wasn't just Ilhan Omar? My God. And the other thing that gives this all away is that when you go to these events, like, you're not allowed to bring anything in with you. You're not allowed to have anything around these people, okay? And this guy says 2 items to know on Ilhan Omar in these town halls. You must be a resident of her district. And 2, at both of the events that he attended, no water bottles were allowed. And when you went through security, there was a large waste can next to the guard that would give you a full pat down. And this guy right here, well, he's chugging a big old bottle of Fuji water. Okay? And just more of this shit reeks. And you can't even get into music venues, basically, at this point with your own water bottles. They make you chuck them, let alone going around a high-profile politician. The whole thing's just retarded. The whole thing smells like vinegar. And the AP, in their just super high IQ reporting, man arrested in the attack on Ilhan Omar has a criminal history and made pro-Trump posts.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Can't even find those posts. And when you go and look at the social media and who this guy was involved in, I just want you guys to look, okay? I just want you guys to look here. If I even had anything close to this on my social media, I would look like a fraud. Big evil MAGA man who sprayed Ilhan Omar turns out to have a far-left gender, questionable kids. Imagine that. And there he is. I feel bad for the kids. I really do, but geez, fam. Jeez. These are his kids. I don't know. I think they're both boys. Both boys going to females. One has blue hair. The other one has orange. Looks like they dye their hair all different kinds of colors. One looks like he has a pentagram necklace and giant nose piercings. And on top of it, they shared hands off Minnesota, reject Pam Bondi's demands. Looks like a real hardcore Trump supporter to me. Really gay, dude. Really gay. Oh, and this guy was super pumped in 2022 when the stickers came in for $5 with I stand with Ukraine.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
I don't know about you guys. How many Trump supporters did you know that would buy Ukraine stickers? I'm just curious. And the best part about the cherry on top, guys, was that this dude, he's divorced. This is his ex-girlfriend here on the right. And by the way, she's Somalian. They are not together anymore. That's his ex-girlfriend who's also Somalian. Damn. It's absolutely insane. And the ex-wife, this is the ex-wife, Patrice. They divorced a few years ago. His ex-wife, Patrice, is a political activist and a big supporter of Ilhan Omar and AOC. So there he is. There's the mugshot. There's Patrice. We don't know if that's a chick with a dick. God knows what these people are into these days. Patrice, all about stop stealing human beings. All about Ilhan Omar, the Dems. Oh, yeah. Loves sharing herself. Also, some AOC content as well. Oh, yes. I told you, fam. I told you we'd dig up some good stuff on this shit. This is why it's so damn funny. It is so damn funny. Now, I haven't been able to verify this. Yeah, this might be fake. I'm not even going to show this. There's pictures of him, looks like photoshopped with Ilhan Omar. But yeah, he was very into the Somalians. Maybe because he couldn't fuck her. So he got this one. Dear God. Dear God. So the best part about this, guys, is here because this obviously made it to Trump's ear because they know what they're going to do. I think Tim Walz just went on TV now and blamed Trump for this. These fucking politicians are just cancer. Just cancer. And Trump wanted to make sure his statement was loud and clear because he was asked about this. And Trump responds to Omar attack. He said she probably had herself sprayed. I love this president. Love this president. That's the story. It's not a coincidence after days of President Trump and VP Vance putting Rep. Omar in their crosshairs with slanderous public attacks. She gets assaulted at her town hall, AOC said. President Trump, however, had a different take altogether, telling ABC News he thinks Omar staged the whole thing. Says, quote, I don't think about her. I think she's a fraud. She probably had herself sprayed knowing her. He also said he had not seen the video. I haven't seen it. No, I hope I don't. He says, I hope I don't have to bother. Maybe he's seen it now. Maybe he hasn't. Trump knows, guys. Trump knows. He says, knowing her, yeah, he probably did it to herself. But again, just like a lot of these protests, guys, they are a big distraction. I mean, they are real. There's all these protests, these insurgencies. I think it's okay to call them insurgencies. I don't even know if protest even covers what's happening with when the signal chats were released. I'm not even close. This is an insurgency. They don't want the fraud and the illegals to be exposed, and they don't want the illegals to be deported. That is their access to power, to maintain power. That's what this is ultimately all about. And this is why Trump has been saying for days now, pay attention to the fraud that's been going on. Pay attention to the illegals that are getting deported. This is their bread and butter here. This is why they're upset. Trump announced it. Says it. Omar has called for the abolition of ICE, essentially, arguing that federal agents' tactics are terrorizing communities. Funny that she talks about communities, okay? She doubles down, wants nothing to do with the fraud, right? And wouldn't you know it, guys, wouldn't you know it? Ilhan Omar has a wine business that went from nothing to millions of dollars, has nobody picking up the phone, the parking lot is empty, and one of her wines that she supposedly sells is called The Devil's Lie. You cannot make this up. Take a watch.
I just investigated Ilhan Omar's official financial disclosures, and what I found was so dark and criminal, I don't know how she gets out of this without going to jail. Have a look at this. Here's Ilhan Omar's financial disclosure from the Congressional Record, year 2023. I want to bring your attention to this company right down here, Est Crew LLC. This is a winery in Santa Rosa, California. It's not doing that well. The total value of the winery is listed at $15,000, and Ilhan Omar's barely making any money off of it at all. Hardly enough to pay a parking ticket. Okay, that's fine. Nothing really mysterious there. Businesses fail all the time. But go ahead and look at her filing for 2024, and you'll find that Est Crew Winery, the same company in the same location, is now worth $5 million. That's incredible, up from $15,000. And now Ilhan Omar's making enough to pay rent. So this must be one of the most successful companies ever. Let's go ahead and check in on this winery. You know, maybe we could buy some wine. I like wine. Why not? Let's see if we can buy some Est Crew Winery. Here's Est Crew's social media Facebook page. You'll see here that the last post, oh no, was in 2023. Wasn't this the year that they were supposed to, go really big and make Ilhan Omar millions of dollars. Same thing on their Instagram, and they don't have an X. So let's go ahead and check their official website. What is Est Crew? We are winemakers and memory curators. Okay, Est Crew Winery has a bunch of brands that's led by these people, creators of eye-catching labels. So I'm sure I can go and get some of their wine, right? Well, they don't have any activities here, so maybe I could just go to their location and buy some of their wines, or maybe give them a call. Let's try and go to their location here. This is the Google Street View of Est Crew Winery, and what you'll find here is an empty parking lot. Doesn't actually look like an operational business. It certainly isn't the same name. So, okay, let's go ahead and give them a call. See if maybe they pick up. Let's go ahead and call the number on the webpage. Let's go ahead and give them a call and find out. Oh no, user busy. Let's try that. Okay. Well, I've done this like 20 times today. Okay, so that didn't work. Is there any wine in this wine company? Is there anything about wine? Because I see like stuff about events, but like, what is this exactly? Aren't you supposed to sell wine at your wine company? Where are your wines? Oh, there are no wines. You want to know why? Because this is a fake company. Rep. Ilhan Omar's husband accused of swindling investors in their California winery. They stole millions from cannabis growers. You can see here's the lawsuit right here, saying that Tim Minette, who's Ilhan Omar's third husband, no relation, swindled his investors and defrauded them. How did Minette get this relationship? Well, the current Attorney General of Minnesota, Keith Ellison, used to work for him. Isn't that curious? Keith Ellison, the same guy who refuses to look into any of the Somali fraud. So this company was sued for being a fraudulent company. And the New York Post says the exact same thing, as the House is now probing the mystery of Ilhan Omar's skyrocketing wealth. They said that Ilhan Omar went from being one of the poorest members of Congress, worth negative $65,000.
Here's the wine.
To being one of the richest, worth $30 million. Here's a rare photo of one of their wines that they allegedly made, The Devil's Lie. But the entire company is actually a lie. It's not a lie to Ilhan Omar, though, because she's able to list an enormous amount of her income and an enormous amount of her net worth to this fake winery. This winery is not worth $5 million. The winery doesn't even exist. It's fake. It's fraudulent. They need to investigate this right now. This is a lie. And maybe, just maybe, it's the devil's lie.
You guys think it's a coincidence she named the wine The Devil's Lie? Again, these people with their extreme religion they truly believe that we are ripe for the taking, to take advantage of, to fraud, to take our money, to steal our land, basically to rape us. And it's by their religion, it is okay for them. And from Ilhan Omar all the way down to the low IQ scum, they're doing it. And since that report has come out, that entity is now all but just vanished. And I'm going to show you that part here in a second. We need to move everybody over to pill.net right now. Over on Kick, X, Rumble, YouTube. We're going exclusively on Pilled, as we always do. Thank you all for joining the show on all the other platforms. Smash that like button, subscribe to the show. Need all you guys to come over to pill.net. This is my home exclusively. This is where I was the last 5 years after YouTube banned me. For absolutely no reason, for getting too close to the sun, for getting that truth out about COVID and stolen elections and so much more. There's the links. Go have fun over here on a true free speech platform and get on over to pill.net. We'll see you guys over there. Goodbye, my friends.